Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it. Today I am going to be doing this scary haunted monster looking teddy bear. It reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's, honestly. I got this mold from Temu. It is very squishy, as you could see. I am going to be using my dark gray and my purplish blue from Fantastory. I am going to put a little bit in each cup and I'm going to marble. I wanted a dark kind of eerie vibe for this because it does look like a scary little bear. This would be a good mold for Halloween time to make up some haunted bears. Did I tell you where I got this from? I got this off of Temu, just in case I didn't tell you. So I'm just putting my colors into my little Dixie cup there, and I am going to spray a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. I still need to refill this bottle. I'm going to put a little bit in there, mix it up, and then get my resin in there. This just helps to dissolve the mica powders better, so there's less chance of clumps in your resin. You won't see any unmixed mica powder floating around in your resin or settling in your piece when you do the alcohol. So it does help. All right, I'm going to get this all mixed up and now we are going to pour. Now this little bear is leaning forward. I don't know if that is made that way or if this is just a deformed mold. But I feel like if I start filling it up, it's going to tip over. Once it gets up high enough where it throws the balance off, I think it'll tip. So I think I want to put it in this mixing cup and give it a brace so it just doesn't tip anywhere. I'm putting in some purple first, the bluish purple first, and then the gray, and I'm just going to marble back and forth. Now, it's okay if it mixes together, really, because I just want hints of the color mixed together, if that makes any sense. I don't want complete separation. Otherwise, I would have put some glue in here to get more of a separation. I just wanted to have kind of like, I guess like a dirty feeling, if that makes any sense. You know, it'll be purple, but it's dirty with gray kind of thing. I don't know. It makes sense in my head. It's too early for me to think. All right, so I am going to just check to make sure there's no bubbles in the ears. And I don't see any. Giving it a little squeeze. And I think I am going to keep it out of this glass measuring cup because I need to be able to look at it and check for bubbles. And I think once it gets too full, it's going to be too hard to get in and out of there without spilling and making a mess. I will spill it. Clean up my edge just a little bit. And I'm going to hold it while I go back and forth with my purplish blue and gray. This would be helpful to have extra hands on this, but we're going to make do, and I'm going to prop it up because it is going to spill. It just keeps leaning. As it gets fuller, it's leaning more forward. So I really don't know if it's the way it's made or if it's defective. And I poured a little bit of clear in there. I want to see if I can get a little bit of a crackle effect in there. With it being a matte mold, I don't know if that's possible to get a crackle in there or if you will even notice it. But we'll give it a try and see what happens. And just get the rest of my resin poured in there. And I'm going to lean it up against this cup. So now I've just got to, I'm trying not to make the feet squishy, so I just need to get it balanced good. And hopefully it doesn't mess up the shape of the bear. I need to pour just a little bit more in there because when I repositioned it, it had a different level in different areas. I hope this isn't going to be an issue. All right, that should be pretty good. Let's see what happens. All right, it is the next morning and it is time to demold. So let's check out how this came out, shall we? Very easy to unmold because it is incredibly soft and squishy. Hopefully all those stitches show up and I don't get any little bubbles in there. There are a lot of stitches in detail on this little bear. Oh, look at how cute he is. Wait, can he be called cute when he's evil looking? He's cute. Can you see the difference, the purple and the gray? I think you can. Oh no, my lighting isn't the greatest in the studio. It is cute. I love the stitches on him. Let's take him outside quick. There. Now you should see the purple and the gray variations. I like that. I am just going to put some acrylic markers on him and I will be back with pictures. This was a quick, simple, easy little video. Thanks for watching.